Just to let you know, mostly people who lift weights in the gym, they are not just lifting weights in the gym, but they are also living life, right? So when you lift weights in the gym, it's also an extension of what's going on outside of the gym, you see? And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, is that how you have compartments means different rooms in a house. Imagine you are like that house with different compartments, right? The truth, if you're honest with yourself, is that what happens in another compartment of life affects what happens in the gym. And what happens in the gym affects what happens in another compartment of life. If you catch a cold at work, when you clock out or when you leave work, you don't leave the cold at work. You take it to all the other arenas of your life with you. When you're suffering psychological, you have a problem in life, you take it everywhere you go. And what ends up happening is it builds and builds if you're not careful. So why am I saying this is because sometimes when you come to the gym, you have a bad workout, or things don't go your way, or all these kind of things happen and you fail to make numbers, your energy level is low because there's something going on outside of the gym. It's completely normal. You have to put things in perspective. You see, one thing that helped me a lot was actually the gym. When I had problems outside of the gym, which I had many problems when I was younger, and even now, when I lifted the weights, those problems became a little bit smaller. Now, when problems become a little bit smaller, they're easier to deal with and to overcome. Problems are just like weights. You don't overcome big numbers very quickly. It's little by little by little by little by little. So when I was in the gym, I wasn't forgetting my problems. I was actually dealing with them a little by little by little by little. You see? But of course, you can't forget about it completely. But you can use it to help you. So if I thought about something and it made me angry, I'll use that in the weights. You see? If I thought about something and it made me in a certain way, I would use the weights to, for example, if I'm sad, I'm gonna go do cardio, right? Gets my energy level a little bit better. You see? If things are going too fast in my mind, I need to slow it down. If I'm too slow, I need to speed it up. So something like that. Why am I saying that? It doesn't always work like that, right? But sometimes it does help. And what ended up happening for me personally is that because I realized that if I was thinking about something, maybe some problem in life happened, someone upset me or something like that, I would carry that everywhere I go, and then it builds and builds. And I never had a place to kind of put it in perspective or deal with it little by little by little, right? Even in the church where I went, many times people were putting on a show. But in the gym, it was just me against the weights. And I was able to be honest with myself. And the weights helped me to face myself, face my problems. And when I got the weight up, it helped me because now I did something that made me feel better. And I could carry that into the compartment where I was dealing with that problem. Something positive, something that's going to help me. You see? So sometimes forget about the numbers, Forget about failing or forget about this, because maybe there's something else going on in life that you need to deal with. Now, in that situation, you can also use the weights to do something positive, to throw that positive thing into the river that flows into all the compartments. Stop acting like it's not there. Stop acting like, oh, it only lives over here, I'm going to. Because in the end, it builds up and then there's an explosion. You see? So in the end, my advice to you, or let me put it this way, my advice to myself, is to put things in perspective. If I'm going through a problem with somebody, or maybe a loved one, or someone did something wrong to me, or something like that, I can choose to let that build inside me, or take it out the wrong way, right? Or I can come into the gym, and maybe I'm not going to go for like a super crazy weight, but I can use the gym to actually help to little by little to solve that problem. You see? Just remember that everywhere you go, your whole being is going there. You catch a cold, you're going to bring it into the gym. You catch a psychological cold or spiritual cold, you carry that everywhere you go. The weights is one way in which you can be honest right? And then come and you talk to your friends and you let them know, because you're the one lifting the weights and they're supporting you. They know what's going on in your life, you see? And then they know that, okay, this guy over here, you know how to push him, you know what to do. You have a good idea, it's help, it's support. Because in the gym, you're around people that know who you are and know what you're capable of doing, when you should push and when you should slow down. So remember that we are not just the gym. The gym is not just one compartment and then I go to the next compartment next, and I never unify all those rooms of who I am. But in the end, I have to let that river of my whole being, of who I am, flow through every So sometimes negative things come into the gym, but we should be able to deal with them. And you should be honest with some of your friends and let them know what's going on. Sometimes it can help. Okay? So be a whole being.